All right. So kind of going over the list, I wanted to start with some of the good stuff first.
Okay.
Because there's a lot good with this place. You know,
Yeah.
the crawl space, absolutely phenomenal. Like I've never been in such a clean crawl space.
Yeah.
The structure, no issues with the structure. There's a little bit of movement, some sloping in the floors. You can kind of feel it as you transition here. The I-beam.
Go ahead, you guys finish. That's for me.
Oh, that's for you?
Yeah.
Okay. There's an I-beam that runs right across this section. All the joists are on the I-beam. You know, so it's not a surprise to feel movement right in this section and in the bedrooms.
Okay.
No issues with the roof structure. Your main electrical panels in the kitchen here. And I did throw this in the report. You know, you're missing hardware, missing the hinges, missing, you know, obviously the clasp. They just have it screwed in. There's also no main disconnect.
No what?
Main disconnect.
Okay.
So if you had an emergency, you'd like to be able to shut down the power to the entire unit.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that one in mind. But I had no issues outside of GFCIs that are missing in a few locations. Those are, you've probably seen those, the test buttons in the bathroom. So
Okay.
those are required in a wet location. So kitchens, garage, bathrooms. We're missing them in the kitchen and the garage. You do have them in the bathroom.
Okay.
Outside of the electrical, that's about it. For that, every other outlet's wired properly, no issues there.
Okay.
The furnace, and I'll take her back here, kind of show you where things are at. Oh, excuse me, fellas. I'm gonna sneak right behind you.
Sorry.
So the furnace, the cabin's dirty, so it just needs to be cleaned and serviced.
Yeah.
But as far as function, no issues.
Okay.
Here's your main disconnect for the furnace. And then this is a downdraft unit, so your filter's up here.
Okay.
So you just flip those up. Ooh, and that filter just slides right out.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as some of this other stuff, the majority of this report is just minor stuff. You know, there's really nothing that's substantial, nothing that's, you know, costly, I should say. There's a vent. Let's see if we can see the video. That plumbing vent is a little low. It's about 2 inches, 3 inches off the roof line.
Okay.
That should be about 8 inches off the roof line, because if snow comes and buries the roof, that vent's going to be useless.
Okay.
And that's as easy as throwing an extension on there. Some downspouts. The one on the right side of the house. See if we can see this one. It's disconnected from the house. It's kind of just dangling.
Okay.
See where it was connected. Yeah. I'm gonna skip some of this minor stuff.
That's okay.
Some of the grading, the landscaping around the house, kind of pitching back towards the foundation. Obviously, you want to pull moisture away, not towards.
Right.
And all of this is fairly minor. Talked about the electrical stuff. A couple extension cords in the garage, which I think that's just powering some of their personal belongings. Extension cords are not allowed just due to the risk of arcing. A smoke detector keeps chirping at us, needs batteries. The garage, let's look at this video. And it's kind of hard to see, but right at the peak, there's a little bit of damaged decking. Not affecting anything really. I mean, it's not going to harm anything, but maybe mention it to the roofing contractor next time they replace it.
Okay.
Yeah. In the attic space. So typically with multi-units, they'll have a fire barrier in the attic space in between the two units. That's MIA. There's no barrier. So I
Okay.
can just see right into their attic space. The fireplace, just a little creosote buildup. Just needs to be cleaned.
So there's no what am I trying to say? Like a wall or something separating
Right.
from the units?
Yeah,
Isn't that a fire hazard?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so there should be, and all it is drywall, 5/8
Right.
sheetrock, you know, and they'll
Yeah.
just
I would
plaster
think
and-
that HOA would take care of that, but
Yeah,
I'll
you
find
would
out.
think. The master, the little tub surround, the jets are not operational. There's like 3 of them that fired. None of them else were functional.
Okay.
Little grout maintenance in the hallway bathroom. Talked about the floors. There's no insulation on the walls in the crawl space,
Okay.
which is not a huge deal. The underbelly, there's insulation between the joists, and then all the ductwork's insulated, so it's not going to have a huge impact on the efficiency of the house. But some of the water distribution, the copper lines are not insulated.
Okay.
So obviously, you don't want to come wintertime a burst pipe in the crawl space.
Yeah.
And then the last item is, again, kind of minor stuff. But the dishwasher drain line, that's this black cable here. It's just missing a high loop, and that high loop just prevents backflow
Okay.
from the garbage disposal back into the dishwasher.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Is that it?
yeah.